Hello students, welcome to Rayat Shikshan Sanstha's Rayat Online School Education. Under this project, today we will study Standard 7th History subject, Lesson number 2, India before the times of Shivaji Maharaj. In this lesson, we shall learn about the various ruling powers in India before the times of Shivaji Maharaj. Various ruling powers existed in India during that period. We will learn about them one by one. First is Pal dynasty. Pal in the 8th century was a famous dynasty in Bengal. Next is Gurjar Pratihar. The Gurjar Pratihar power spread up to Andhra, Kalinga, Vidarbha, West Kathiawar, Kannauj and Gujarat. Among the Rajput dynasties in North India, the Gadwal and the Parmar dynasties were the important ones. Among Rajputs, Prithviraj Chauhan, belonging to the Chauhan dynasty, was a valiant king. In the first war at Tarai, Prithviraj Chauhan had defeated Muhammad Ghuri, but Muhammad Ghuri defeated Prithviraj Chauhan in the second war at Tarai. Rajaraj I and Rajendra I, belonging to the Chola dynasty in Tamil Nadu, were eminent rulers. The Cholas conquered the Maldive Islands and Sri Lanka using their naval strength. King Vishnuvardhan, belonging to the Hoysal dynasty in Karnataka, had conquered the whole Karnataka. Rashtrakut. During the reign of Govind III of the Rashtrakut dynasty in Maharashtra, the Rashtrakut power spread from Kannauj up to Rameshwar. Later, Krishna III conquered the region up to Allahabad. Three dynasties of the Shilaharas emerged in the western Maharashtra. One dynasty ruled over Thane and Raigad in North Konkan, the second in South Konkan, while the third dynasty ruled over some parts of the present-day Kolhapur, Satara, Sangli and Belgaum districts. The last prosperous power before the period of Shivaji Maharaj was that of the Yadavas. The capital of Bhillam V of the Yadava dynasty was at Devgiri near Aurangabad. He extended his rule beyond the river Krishna. The Yadava period is considered to be the golden period of Marathi language and literature. It was in this period that the Mahanubhav Pantha and the Warkari movement emerged. Next topic to be studied in this lesson is invasions from the northwest. Arab power. Arab power emerged in the Middle East. They turned towards India to expand their empire. The Arab general Muhammad bin Qasim attacked the Sindh province in the 8th century. Notwithstanding the resistance of King Dahir, he conquered the province of Sindh. Due to this campaign, the Arabs came into political contact with India for the first time. In the 11th century CE, the Turks began to invade India. Sultan Mahmud of Ghazni invaded India many times. He plundered the rich temples at Mathura, Vrindavan, Kannauj and Somnath and carried away enormous wealth with him. The world-famous enriched library of the Nalanda University was burnt down by Bakhtiar Khalji. Next topic is Sultanate in the North. In 1175 CE and 1178 CE, Sultan Muhammad Ghuri of Ghur from Afghanistan invaded India. He appointed Qutbuddin Aibak to look after the governance of the conquered territories in India. Later, after the death of Muhammad Ghuri in 1206 CE, Aibak began to rule the Indian territories under his rule independently. Aibak, who was initially a slave, became the ruler of Delhi. He died in 1210 CE. Ibrahim Lodi was the last sultan. He made many enemies because of his peculiar temperament. Daulat Khan Lodi, governor of Punjab, invited Babur, the ruler of Kabul, to fight against Ibrahim Lodi. Babur defeated Ibrahim Lodi and thus Sultanate came to an end. The Kingdom of Vijayanagar. During the reign of Sultan Muhammad bin Tughlaq of Delhi, there were many revolts in the south against the central power of Delhi. From these revolts arose the formidable Vijayanagar and Bahamani kingdoms. The brothers Harihar and Bukka from South India were Sardars in the service of the Delhi Sultanate. Taking advantage of the instability in the south during the reign of Muhammad bin Tughlaq, they founded the kingdom of Vijayanagar in the south in 1336 CE. Hampi in today's Karnataka was the capital of this kingdom. Harihar was the first king of Vijayanagar. Thus, students, we have completed the points of today's learning. Today we studied about the ruling powers in India before the Shivaji Maharaj. Then we studied about invasions from the northwest. We studied about the Sultanate in northwest. And we studied about the Vijayanagar kingdom. Rest of the topics we will continue in next video. Till then, revise the learning at home. Take care. Thank you.